Hello! I know it's been a while since I've posted anything, which was not on purpose, but you know, I'm a teacher and the end of school got in the way. So this is my design team project for Graphics Candy Design Team. And this is an awesome kit. It's a Halloween spellbook kit, and I tried to use, there were a lot of pieces in this kit. I tried to use as much as I could, but I didn't actually end up using all of them. And I've just got, this is a really thick book, as you can see, because I was trying to use everything I could possibly fit in here, because I'm of the opinion that for Halloween, more is more. Not for all the holidays, but for Halloween, definitely. So this is just held together with this cord for now, because I couldn't find anything else that made me happy. I actually used a gloss varnish on this, because my printer is not the best. I printed a lot of this stuff at Staples because my printer was having issues, but I had gotten this to print first. So I covered it with gloss varnish, and I really liked the way the finish came out. And then I have, I covered the binding, excuse me, with some canvas that I painted with black and gold, antique gold paint. And then I really like the way this binding came out. It's really hurt the fingers for some of it, but it actually was a lot easier than it looks. So this is the whole, this is the back, and this is the front. And you could write over this varnish, it wouldn't hurt anything if you wanted to write there. So when you open it up, there are, I used 8 dividers, it comes with 12, but I couldn't make them all fit because I had too much stuff in here. And I really love this end paper. I wanted to use it somewhere, so I ended up using it as the end papers. But it is just, bear with me for a minute, I'm having to do some weird rearranging with my camera. There we go. So I have the dividers, I've got some tags in here. This stuff all came with the kit. I did a lot of tea-dyed paper because if you're using it for a journal, I'm all about space to write. There will be some quotes put in here too. I just haven't gotten that far yet, but I was a little over eager to get my video done. So I have the poison label with another card, and there were a bunch of these in the kit. You could print a whole bunch of those. There's a For Luck. I sewed some of the pages. I didn't do it to everything, but I like sewing on the paper, so I did it for some. This is some paper I had laying around. This is a bag from a shopping trip somewhere that I don't even remember. This actually has a paper clip that's fallen off, but this is actually one of the dividers I didn't use, and I cut it down to use as a journal card. Some more tea stained paper. The other end of the bag, and it's cut at the top so you can put something in it. And this, I got a little overly happy with my tea staining because I really like the way it looks. But I tea stained some of the papers that came in her kit, like this one, so it's a little bit dark, but I really like the way that looks. It's like almost like an apothecary's cabinet or shop. I've got a Ghost, Spectropia Spectral Illusions Ghost book cover clipped in there. And then she sent, this is one of the library pockets that came with the kit, and I just stained the back of it. These are pieces that came with the kit, and this actually was a misprint, but I liked the fact that it had the skeleton on the back, so I left it. And this is actually not with the kit. This was a photograph I took and then printed off. I did some photoshopping and printed it off. But it looked creepy, so I stuck it in here. This is some washi tape I've had forever. I don't even know where I got it. It was on sale somewhere, but I've been waiting for something to use it on. Another photo I took, and these are some index clips that I got from Michael's. That's a piece of background paper I've made and I've been hanging on to for a while. This is the other half of that folder of the divider, and I made it into a flip out with some washi tape on the edge. I like the way it feels too. I don't know. Tea stained paper, I just really like the texture. And then this is another journal card that comes in the kit, and I love these little pockets that she made that come in it. There's a series of these that are fun. And the tag with the witch. And then these are also something I bought to use for Halloween and hadn't used yet, so I was excited that I got to use the clips on one of these on there. This is actually a little book. It's made so you can print it out and it'd have pages like this inside. I chose to just glue those to the inside and then put some tea stain scraps inside. And a paper clip with some twine on it. Gotta love the bats, right? And then this is a manila file folder. She gives you all the pieces to make this in the kit. And then inside, somewhere, the card has fallen out. Oh no, there's a journal card that goes in here. It's just blank, so it's not anything exciting, don't worry. Some graph paper I had laying around, another poison label that I made into a tuck spot on the edge. I took another one of her dividers that I didn't use and used a tag punch and made some very cool looking tags out of it. This is some paper I've had laying around for a while that was a scrap. These envelopes, there's 2 that come in the kit you just put together. I have the little poison label in there. This is actually the parchment paper that I use in the pan underneath my papers when I tea stain, and I cut it up to use in the book. And I have this one that folds out for big journaling page. Another pocket that comes in the kit with the Dream Book, Witch's Dream Book Fortune Teller card. This one, I put this on here as another tuck spot, and this is also from another divider that I cut a tag out of from the extras. This one, I used the edge of a manila folder, some scrap, and put a stamp on it, and then just put it as a pocket. And then this is another photo I took when I was in Savannah, I think, and I just used some Photoshop on it and printed it out for this, because it's creepy looking. This is the other envelope, which it's a tuck spot and an envelope, so it's got a little book cover inside that's from the kit. Another one of those tags I made from the extra, and then card. And then there's a key charm on there. I really like this. There's another one that says death that's coming up that I really enjoy, and I used it as a tuck spot. An old book page. I'm trying to go fast so that I'm not boring everybody. Another tag that's made from the extra. This is also cut from the extra, and I actually just glued over the back so that it had a surface you could journal on, or you could draw or whatever. I really like that pocket too. Really great paper. This is another journal card from the kit. There were a couple of eyeballs and they were just fun to glue into the book. Some more Halloween bingo card. These actually had a pattern on them, but when I tea stained them, I did it a little too soon after I printed it on my printer, because this is one of the things I printed at home, and it got a little too wet and sort of bled the ink out, but it still looks cool, so I used it anyway. And just did a little sewing around it. This is a pocket with another piece I cut out of a divider and then just glued brown paper to the back. You could have left it, a lot of the dividers had this on the back, but those had like eyeballs or something, and I wanted a solid like surface so you could write on. This is just a tea stain piece of paper that you could use as a journaling, and I folded it up like an old letter style. Gotta love the axe. All I could think was Lizzie Borden right here, but I couldn't come up with anything, like quote-wise to put there yet. The bat journaling card. This was a scrap of paper I had laying around. Another one of her little pockets with the poison label inside. More of the parchment paper. Another tag. This is in the kit, and I just put some twine on it. This is the other card that I really liked, and I sewed in as a tuck spot with this very creepy scarecrow. And another journaling card that's lined that I put in there upside down. These are really great. It's a really great kit, and you could choose to do lots of different things. I picked the dividers I like best. but there are lots to choose from. I just glued the compound on. This is the other half of the manila folder, or one half of a manila folder, and then the Amazing Tattooed Beauty cover that was in the kit. This was an owl sticker someone gave me in a swap eons ago, and it just seemed to fit. This was some paper that was a scrap left over that I made into a pocket, and it's got poison, and then this lovely portrait. The other half of the manila folder, there's nothing in here, but you could use it for photos or notes, whatever you wanted. Ticket stubs. This one is the last of, I think the last of my photos that I took, and I just, again, I photoshopped and tea-dyed it, and then I sewed around the edges. This was a piece of old scrapbook paper I had laying around. This has actually got a pocket in it, as well. Actually, we'll do this. We'll put the, there we go. And then the label on top. More graph paper. I glued this on, but you could use it as a journal card too. Memory spell. I really like this paper too, the palmistry paper. Another of the pockets with a journal card in it. And again, this is another one that had a better pattern. It was like writing. Another Halloween card and journal card. Or bingo card. The witches divider, and then some lovely eyeballs. And then this has the other really creepy skeleton picture in it. And a tag behind it. I really like how this one came out, and I'll probably make another before everything is all said and done. This one is probably going to be, the original intent was that it would be a Christmas gift for someone, so I don't know that this one will go up for sale. However, if you're interested in having one like it, I would be more than happy to make another one, so just let me know. Thanks very much, I hope you like it. And happy Halloween, a little early.